Rob?
John, good to see you.
You too.
5 points clear in Group F, 2 games to play. You put yourself in a really strong position, haven't you?
Yeah, definitely. I think the aim is to obviously qualify and do that as soon as possible with the teams that we're playing against. And I think if we look back at some of the games away from home where we've drawn, I think it was quite a few months back. But we look at that as a good point. You know, I think we can't underestimate the teams that we come up against. You know, some people may say that we should win every game, but it's a tough group no matter who you're playing, and no, it's 11 v 11. I know it sounds a bit cliche, but there's no easy game in wherever you go. Been to some hostile places, obviously against Scotland, but taking it into this week, and hopefully we can finish the week with 2 wins and qualified for the World Cup.
You've earned the right to be where you are now. Can you start thinking about the World Cup and Russia?
I think you've got to have it in your head that it's there, because that's the goal that we all want to achieve, and I think it's a bit split half and half, that you've got to be thinking about it, and that's the target, but also know that we've got the job in front of us to get there. So first and foremost is the next game, and make sure that we win that, finish top of the group, and another step to our journey.
The England managers talk to us a lot in the media, and I think to you as players as well, about the mental toughness needed to succeed in major tournaments. Do you think this group of England players has got that?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's got a whole variety of things going throughout the group. Fearlessness, youth, experience, which is a great blend, and I think from the games that we've played, we're still learning, and we don't get that much time together here at England, and we've got to make that count when we're here at St George's Park, or wherever we are in the world, and to gel those things so quickly like we have is special, and hopefully we can keep building, keep working hard, on and off the pitch, in the meeting room, and gelling as players, which I think that we've done quite well, and obviously we're at clubs the majority of the time of the season, and to come here and feel so at home and get along with each other so well, it's only good to take forward into tournaments.
Is there a bit of banter between you all? I mean, I look at you beating Chelsea at the weekend, a massive win for you. Do you mention that to Gary Cahill?
No. It's literally, you come here and some teams have won, some teams haven't, some have drawn, players are in good form, enjoying football, and you come here and it's a new task, a new focus to set your mind on, and we've had a good run of form with City, obviously, and hopefully I can bring that into England and carry that on.
It must give you confidence. Do you feel that was a real statement for Man City, that result?
Yeah, definitely. It's a big game. You always want to beat the top teams, and never an easy place to go. I think it's my first victory there at Stamford Bridge, so on a personal note, it was a great victory, and obviously they're the title holders from last season, so to go there and put on the display that we did and get the 3 points was massive victory, and also from a defender's point of view to get another clean sheet, really pleased with how it went.
A lot of competition for you at club level, but an awful lot of competition at centre-back and international level as well. That must keep you very sharp.
Definitely. All I can do is come here and train hard, and give the manager a choice to make. It's never easy for him. He's got so many players in different positions, not only in defence, and us as players, that's all we can do is go away from here, play well for our clubs, work hard on and off the pitch, as I said, and try and bring that into international football, and that's all you can do is give the manager a bit of a headache to choose the team.
As a defender, when you've got Harry Kane in your team, does that take the pressure off a little bit? I mean, when you're on England duty, you think, OK, if we've conceded one, at least we've got Harry Kane who's probably going to stick one away.
Yeah, not only Harry, I think there's so many players that have got, a goal in them. We've seen that Eric scored last trip, a vital goal from a set piece, and obviously Harry's in great form for his club, and he's raring to go and bring it into international football, and it's great to have him on here at England, and obviously playing with him from the under-19, so I know his game and know how he plays and know how hungry he is to keep improving, and it's great to have him and the other strikers, other players that are in form and hungry to play and play well for club and country.
Harry Kane's made it no secret of the fact he'd like to be a permanent England captain. The manager says he wants to share it around a little bit, but do you think he's got all the attributes? Do you think he could be the England captain going forward?
I think he's got everything, yeah. There's obviously a lot of players and a lot of experience and a lot of candidates that can be England captain, and I think that's almost a bigger message to everyone, that there's not one sort of England captain that we all can put our finger on. So there's so many leaders out there, players that are trying to become those leaders, be presence and keep learning into those kind of roles, I suppose. And Harry's definitely one of those candidates.
Hi John, Gary from the BBC.
Hi.
From a defender's point of view, how do you stop Harry Kane from scoring?
Keep a clean sheet. I think obviously knowing him and playing with him here, it's a bit more help, and knowing that how his game is. We played Tottenham in pre-season and won there, but he's a top striker, obviously scoring a lot of goals at the minute, and has done for the last few years, and that's credit to him. I don't think you can say how to do it. I think you've got to show it with your actions on the pitch, and it's a difficult one now to kind of say, because we're both on the same team, and I'm not too sure what date we play Tottenham, but Harry's in great form, and hopefully he can bring that into the England team as well.
I mean, just out of interest as well, there's been a lot of talk of late about the quality of strikers in the Premier League. I mean,
Yeah.
Would you say that Harry is number one at this moment in time?
I think obviously everyone has their own personal preference. I play with obviously different strikers to a lot of the boys that are here. But I think his goals speak for himself at the minute. I think in the team that I'm in, that we've got a lot of players that are scoring goals, not just one kind of hitman that's scoring every week in, week out. So Harry's been doing it for years now, as I said, and I think he's got that hunger that he'll keep doing it.
In terms of the intensity of the game at the weekend, could you equate that to, say, an opening game for England at the World Cup next summer?
I'd like to think so, yeah. On the other hand, it's a total different style of play, the Premier League to international football, so it's kind of hard to compare. Obviously, not there yet. After these two games, hopefully, we've qualified and at the top of the group. And obviously, don't know if we'll get there, and don't know who we're going to play. So, but I'd like to think, England and how we've played in over this this period, that we like to set that high tempo, keep the possession of the ball, and all the things that we've been doing, and keep building on those to take us to hopefully qualifying for the World Cup.
Just finally, in terms of your own performance, do you believe that your performances for City will earn you a starting place for England, or is that just a way into the squad, and then you've in some ways got to convince Gareth Southgate again that you're the man to start for him?
Yeah, you've always got to convince the manager, and as I said before, got to keep playing well and working hard and showing them that you deserve to be in the England squad, and then once you get here, obviously work hard and keep doing the things that we've been doing at the club so far to hopefully get you a start. So as I say, all I can do is give the manager a headache in training as the other boys are, for him to select the 11 players that play on Thursday.
John, James Ollie from The Standard. I'll just ask you a little bit about playing with Gary Cahill. He's obviously the senior sort of centre-back in the squad. What advice has he given you? How helpful has he been to help you sort of settle into international football?
From the start, he was very welcoming. I came in to quite a big squad, a lot of big players that aren't playing anymore, and Gaz was always very intelligent with how he spoke to me, and when he did. I think that's better than always sometimes having an arm around you constantly to make you feel welcome. And as you said, Gary's an experienced player at international level and in the Premier League. So I've always enjoyed playing with him, training with him, and no matter who's on the pitch beside me or whoever's playing, I think we've always got that team spirit and team bond that whoever's on the pitch can do that job, and Gary's been very influential to me.
I mean, had things worked out differently for you, you could have been playing alongside him at club level, so I guess you must enjoy the chance to play with him for England.
Yeah, definitely. Not just Gary. We've also got Harry that's come in now. Michael I played with the 21s. So there's a lot of great partnerships that I think can that are good for going forward. Knowing players' games and obviously playing more time with them is going to improve that. But all we can do is keep working hard here on a training pitch. And as I said, we don't get much time, so the time that we do is very valuable.
Gareth Southgate's experimented with a back three and a back four. Could you just talk through the merits of those systems and perhaps which one suits you think best?
I think it depends on the opposition. We've done it at City this season and played a 4 and a 3. We started off with a 3, and it was to kind of put our game plan against the opposition. Play a different system, have different target men or different players, different strikers, and it's how to adapt to how the other team plays and what suits us best as well. So I think it's great that we're flexible in playing both systems and have that string to our bow. So I couldn't really put my finger on which one is the best because it depends on the opposition and who's playing.
Just finally, you were invited to train with the squad, weren't you, before the 2014 World Cup? I just wondered sort of how you reflected on how valuable that was and how it helped sort of in your development when you look back on it now. It came as a bit of a shock. No, very valuable. I was disappointed for the team, obviously, knowing how hard they've worked. I did all the pre games towards the World Cup, and you're in great shape, trained well, played the pre-season friendlies, pre-World Cup friendlies, really well, and obviously got there and it didn't work out, and it's gutting to see that because I knew how much hard work had gone in on the background, how much time, not from only the players, from the staff, players, working hard. Obviously, I was gaining the experience of what it'd be like to be in that build-up before such a major tournament, and with such good players as well, players that have got 80, 90, 100 caps, and to gain that experience off those players was massive, and kind of give me that feeling of knowing how to take it into a tournament. So it was valuable to me, priceless to me. Thank you.
No
okay, that's it for TV. Questions now embargoed for Tuesday at 10:30, please.
How would you assess your own form